YouTube, it is Timothy Games here, and welcome to City Skylines. Let's go ahead and just jump right into it and begin building a utopia. So, we're gonna go new game, and we're actually going to do Cliffside Bay, just because it's Bay, you know? It's one of my favorite, maps. I like it, so let's do this. Okay, so we're in the map, and right off the bat, I'm gonna start by making a roundabout. I'm not gonna start hooking up all the amenities yet. Actually, no, let's take a look at water here. Nope, never mind. I have to start with making a roundabout. It looks like we got some good farmland up here, which is good, because I often like to start my cities with farming industry instead of just regular factories, because it keeps it, you know, a lot more clean. I think this actually might be some oil or ore up here. It actually looks like ore in this area. So that's good. I could also do some like mining and some farming. So I think there's probably going to be like a lot of industry down here, which is good because that also keeps traffic from having to go through like commercial and stuff like that. And then it's going to be all living up here. So we'll have some mining here. We'll have some farming going on over here. And then the little chunk above mining will have normal industry. So we'll just have factories for days. Let's go ahead and get started by making, let's just make the smallest road possible. That way I can unlock the other roads. Get rid of that now. Go to dirt road. And the first thing we're going to do is make a roundabout. So we're going to do this. I'm going to teach you guys a nice little roundabout trick right now. Bam. Bam. Bam, and the reason we're using dirt road is because it's the cheapest, because this is literally just to make the outline of the roundabout. Now we're going to go to the curve tool, curved road, and we're going to curve here, curve here, curve here, and curve here. So that's a nice little trick to make basically just a perfect roundabout. Now we'll just try to hook up these roads. It's probably not going to go super well. Let's get rid of that middle part so that it can connect. Hopefully it doesn't mess up the whole dang roundabout. Okay, that's fine. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. Let's get some smaller roads here and connect them. This is going to need to be curved more. Going right. Turn snapping off. There we go. Right here. And then we'll have one right about here. Yeah. And now we can actually take the upgrade tool and change these roads. Bam. Bam. Beautiful. Okay, so we have a roundabout in the entrance of the city. And the reason you want to do a roundabout in the entrance of the city, especially considering I'm doing all my industry down here, is because this is going to be one of the most heavy traffic areas. There's going to be people coming from each direction. So instead of having just like ugly intersections that are really bad, instead you have a nice roundabout that traffic can keep flowing through. I also am going to need to change the direction of this roundabout, so let's go ahead and do that real quickly. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, now we're going to take some of these 4-lane roads, and we're just going to build little 4-lane road things coming off of each side. So 4-lane road here, 4-lane road here, and these are going to be like our main roads with really heavy traffic and a lot of shopping and stuff on them like that. As for living, like I said, I want to do like a lot of living up here. I might even do a little bit of forestry down here. Heck yeah, what do you think about that, guys? We could do like a little bit of each type of industry. I think that's a great idea. So let's go ahead and figure out our electricity here. What do we have in the likes of wind? It looks like we have relative wind pretty much all along the way. As for water, we really need to figure out... Ooh. See, now this is going to be a real challenge, because the thing you want to make sure of, usually if you have flowing water, is you want to keep your sewage downstream from where you're pumping up your water, so that you're not just pumping up sewage water and giving it to people. So what's actually going to have to happen here, I think, is we're going to have to utilize water towers, which is definitely going to be a pretty real challenge for sure. So we can go ahead and put our sewage. Well, where's the most wind? That way I can just put the windmill. Yeah, I mean, that's actually good. That's a very good area to put a bunch of your wind turbines, because people aren't gonna really be living up there. And then we can put this here. Hopefully that will link itself up. No, but that's okay. We can just build a small bit of pylons right here to here. There we go. So now that'll hook up our sewage. As for water, yeah, we're gonna have to do a water tower, definitely. 60,000 milliliters per week versus how many is this? This is gonna be 120,000 milliliters per week. So yeah, it's gonna be a real challenge. But I don't think it's anything we can't handle. So I'll just put it here because people don't want to live by a water tower. So we'll just have like a line of water towers up here, basically. So this will be kind of our like power and water utilities and so forth. So now we need to take water piping, link these two things up, and then we're going to need to run pipes all the way over here. We're actually going to start by just doing this. We're just going to grid it out, you know, make it how it's supposed to be. How do I want to go about it? We'll do like one main water line going across, and then we can make like lines branching out. I'm just trying to think of like the most cost-effective way of doing it, you know, because you don't want it to be too expensive. So we'll start with our industry over here, which is going to be farming. I mean, all this is really going to be industry in the end. Like, I'll put temporary living down here for a start, but in the end, it's all really just going to be farming. So, actually, no, wait. I don't want these houses here, or these roads. I don't know why I said houses. Please ignore that. I'm an idiot. So, we'll put some housing in here. You use this tool, because these people have water. We're going to need to run electricity over here. So, let's do that. Pretty much just run it directly over. There we go. Boom. So now we have 38,000 people. We have water going. We have electricity going. And yeah, that's everything that we can do right now. So let's fire it up and watch some people move in. As for this road, I'm going to extend this road. Well, I think I'm actually going to start the industry over here. And, well... Actually... See, I'm just kind of making plans here. I apologize for the pause. Here's what's going to happen is housing is just going to have to be on this main road for now. But I'm trying to figure out where I want to put, like, commercial stuff. Because when you put in stores, you need to make sure that they're not too close to people's houses. Because they can generate a lot of noise, which can actually cause people to get very sick. Which is not what you want. Let's go ahead and go into budget here. We're going to bring our road budget way down, like, as much as possible. As far as electricity, we have plenty of availability, so we can bring that budget down a little bit, which is good. And let's see how that affects our availability, if it's too much, if it's not much at all. Now, here's another thing, is we want to make sure the electricity is actually hooked up to these houses' grid. We'll just run it into the middle for now. So they'll have electricity now. So now let's see what the availability is. It's still good. Our overall availability is great. So we can turn the budget down for that even more. As far as water goes, our availability is still good. So we can turn the budget down for that a good bit. Also great. Wham bam, thank you ma'am. My thing is, if I'm going to do farming industry, I'm going to have more farm coverage on this side than I would on this side. But if I'm going to do polluting industry, which is I'm going to have to at the start because farming zone isn't even unlocked, I'd want to go over here But then later I would have to kick this industry out and replace it with ore industry, because I'm pretty sure that's what this is. I think I'm gonna just do it, to be honest. I don't see a reason to sit here and confuse myself about it. So I'm gonna extend this road, because this is where all the living is gonna be extending to. And I'm gonna extend this road. Bam. Get some industry down here. Just gonna be normal factories and stuff. As far as water goes, I will extend this water here. Bam. There we go. As far as living goes, I can expand the living down a little bit. We'll get a couple of markets. Since it's low density residential, I'm not gonna worry about putting commercial here too much. I think that there's actually not going to be a lot of living on this road. I'm actually going to do roundabouts here in a minute and start doing some pretty big living complexes. You'll see. You'll like what I'm going to do. But let's just let it fill in a little bit for now. And then there's going to be a lot of shopping here. In fact, let's actually just get started on that. Let's go ahead and get a roundabout going. You really want to have roundabouts. It's a good thing to have, honestly. So there. We're just going to do a full-size roundabout. I mean, I could do like a 2-lane roundabout or whatever, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna just go for full-sized because it's better. It's just a better idea. Now, the thing about putting too many roundabouts together is you need to be careful, because it can actually start to bottleneck your other roundabouts. Like, hold on a second. If there is a traffic jam down in this roundabout, and people are coming out of this roundabout, it can actually clog up this whole road and clog up into this roundabout, defeating the purpose of a roundabout, because the traffic isn't even moving through the roundabout, which is basically the whole purpose, is just to keep traffic kind of moving, you know? So I'm going to do main roads going this way and the other way, but I'm actually going to start this way. We need to run power over to this industry, so let's go ahead and do that. There we go. And we have $18,000. We're still in the negative at the moment, but that's gonna start to kind of handle itself the quicker we get industry in. The industry is pretty much what makes you the most money. And look at that, we have 144 citizens, so we're just like a super duper small little town right now. It's an adorable little town, man. I'd live here. I would live in a town with 145 people. I mean, maybe not long term, but I would definitely do that for a while, you know? Just kind of live in a little clan, per se. Looks like the industry demand is actually going up. It looks like we're not meeting our electricity demand now, so we can actually turn the budget for electricity up a bit. So we're just barely meeting it. Basically, always give like the bare minimum on the budgets page, so that you're really just squeezing out that tiny little bit of performance. Look at that, we got all the little vehicles coming in and stuff. Lots of cars, people moving in. Super awesome. I love it. I love it! I love the fact that there's people moving in. So I hope you guys can already kind of see what I have planned here. There's going to be 2 main roads on the sides of this roundabout. And then this main road is going to continue still and keep going. But there's going to be 2 main roads, and then they're going to have smaller 2-lane roads that go in both directions. These that go in both directions coming off. It's going to have all the housing on it. So they're basically just going to be big old suburbs, basically. As far as profits go, we are still in the negative, which is fair. It really is. It's perfectly understandable, because we started off with a very expensive bit of roading, and we also have roading up here that's not even in use yet that needs to be stepped up. So we'll actually start to put some living up here. Let's do that, and then we'll start running water across. And I will actually start doing these roads. So there's going to be road here, and it's pretty much just going to go every square you like. It's going to be a very well gridded city. I love a nice gritty city, you know? This is the kind of thing that just really butters my egg roll. It really does, honestly. Grids, they make me happy. They bring me joy. So we'll just do tiny little roads here, not like long, just so that we can get this stuff out of the middle of the roundabout. And when we start extending those roads, it won't deform the roundabout. There we go. So now we have that roundabout. Let me guess, I need to change the direction, right? Yep. And the reason I change that direction is just so that traffic isn't kind of like crossing each other, you know? It's like if you need to come out on this side, you do that. If you need to come in on this side, you do that. Instead of like having it messed up, you know? Okay, so we actually have some people moving in up here, which is awesome. I think we're probably getting closer to profits now, which is good. Do as much coverage here as possible. Just kind of get this area covered so that I can start getting houses in. There we go. And zone in some more living so that people can come in. Bada bing, bada boom. So now people will move in down here. And these roundabouts, they may seem super unnecessary right now, but when the city really gets going, you'll see that they're not unnecessary. I will say that. Like, I mean, traffic management in this city, I still struggle with it. It's definitely something to work on in this game for sure. And we're still not profitable, which is interesting. I mean, we really should be getting there by now. I could extend these roads even more and put more living in. The taxes panel isn't open yet, so I can't turn on taxes up. But I'm not too worried. We still have $14,000, and it's just a baby city right now. Let's go ahead and zone more store down here, or commercial, that is. I know we don't have a demand for it yet, but we're getting there. Extend this road one more block. Whoops, that's the wrong kind of road that we just put in. That's a waste of money. Uh-oh. There we go. Now we can put a little bit more housing. Oh, hey, there we go. We're in the green. Plus $23 weekly or daily or whatever. Very good, very good. Awesome. Fantastic. So yeah, we just have like a little baby city here, which is just a very basic framework of what this city is going to be. This city is going to be massive when I'm done. It's going to have literally all of the different kinds of industry. I'm going to put forestry up here. I'm going to put farming over here. I'm going to put ores over here. And then probably going to put regular industry over here. Oh, looks like the budget for power needs to go up a little bit, which is fair because we went with green energy, which I'm probably not going to completely do in this city, but I'm definitely going to keep it towards green energy, that's for sure, because keeping these windmills going gets really difficult. I mean, you have to just keep putting them in, and on top of that, I have to deal with the water situation, which is less than optimal. I mean, if I kept them far enough, I'm sure it's not too big of a problem, especially considering I have the Green Cities expansion, and there's actually a way to clean the water, but yeah, that's City Skylines. I hope you guys like it. Let me know if there's anything I can do to improve the quality of the videos or the gameplay or whatever. Aside from, like, hey, have better commentary, I can't help that. My personality is that of an awkward potato. Yeah, my name is Timothy Games, and I'll see you guys in the next one.